Are we even on here? Did you send me the link?
I did. Are you frazzled?
No, I'm not.
I always push her. I'm like, Debbie, are you ready? I'm gonna push the button. I'm gonna push the button. We're gonna go live. She's like, no, not yet.
She's like,
And I'm like,
no, not yet.
we're going.
I'm totally not even on film. You are. You're on film. I don't care if I'm not on film.
Oh, well, you're like way over there. Come closer.
Oh, I'm way over there.
Yeah, just come closer to the edge. Live in the edge, girl. Okay.
All right. So I think, yeah, sort of. They
So-
can sort of see me.
Disclosure.
Here's the disclaimer. These videos, these live videos we do Monday through Friday during the situation to connect with you, to give you ideas while you're stuck at home. And these do not replace my regular content. My regular content is coming. My video is coming this Saturday. I found out from Zeb and Jamie that I should not post a video on the same day that I go live because YouTube will kill the views.
Punisher.
So, yeah, so I don't want to go to all the trouble to editing for 40 hours and post a edited video on the same day that we go live. So during this time, I'm going to start posting on Saturdays instead of Wednesdays so that my hard work will be rewarded and that you guys won't miss the video. And we are doing this Monday through Friday. If you don't like the live content, you can just skip it. You can wait for the kind of videos that you do like. These are totally different. I totally get it. But please don't tell me that you don't like them because it annoys me. I don't need to know. And we also say hello to everybody in the first couple minutes, and that we're going to do that now. We have a couple of announcements to make about this Friday. We have something special planned. And do you have anything to add? Oh, and we're painting furniture today because, I don't know, like I'm just kind of crafted out, and I thought we would paint. We each have a step stool to paint. I just sprayed mine down because it was covered with cobwebs. And we're gonna paint. I'm gonna stamp on my step stool. She's gonna paint and transfer on her step stool.
You're gonna stamp?
I'm gonna try and stamp again.
She's gonna try to stamp again.
So let's say hey to everybody.
Let's say hi.
Let's see, Elaine Yvette from Maryland, Kim Hoffman. Hi Debbie and Danielle, thanks for doing this every day. I look forward to it. Heather Moss. Hey, I just opened, hold on, your comment's skipping away. I just opened my first batch of your amazing paints from Artistic Painting Studios. I'm totally convert from the other painting cabinets, doors white, and watching you today. You must be close by because Artistic Painting Studio, she's in Orange County, right?
Heather Moss?
So, yeah, Heather, you're just a couple
you
hours
must be
from
very
us.
close.
Awesome. Jennifer is awesome. If you guys are in Orange County, Jennifer Ferguson is our retailer there, and she is amazing. Terry Lou, hey y'all. Hey Terry. Francis Graves, hello from Pam in Avenue, Maryland.
Andreas Marinakis from Greece. Welcome from Greece.
Welcome
That
from
is
Greece.
awesome.
It's raining in Ohio. Danny Lyons is here. Happy Tuesday. Sandra H. Furniture Works too. Hi from a cloudy and cool day in Joplin, Missouri. Barbara Julio, hi ladies, I'm painting my coffee tea bar in Apothecary. Awesome. Hello from North Carolina, says Leah Garrett. Mary Schipple, hello from Florida. Cobweb is here.
Yumiko got her kimono and necklace today. She says she
Awesome.
loves it.
And Lulu Kellogg is here from South Carolina. Hey Lulu.
Danny Lyons, you still like us?
You know what? I feel like my eyelashes are going to fall off again. I slapped them on really fast, so if they start dangling,
Then you'll have to take a little eyelash break.
yeah.
I don't see Dina yet, but I'm going to say hi to you and Alta, just in case
Debbie
you're watching.
Sillo, Ohio in the house. Okay, so I am going to try these fern stamps. They're called fronds, actually. And I have always admired these, but I've been afraid to use them. And if you watched last Friday, you saw that I struggled with the stamps last Friday, but I am still determined to figure it out.
She's determined.
So these are the IOD fronds. Look at how pretty they are. Aren't they gorgeous? And they always give you like a sample of what you can do on the back. So look at how they can look if you know what you're doing. We'll see.
Well, that it seems easy with black, you know. But
Yeah.
when you start wanting to do different colors, that's what.
But we have a
Those
really
things.
dark green, so I'm thinking maybe because these should
Yeah.
be, or maybe I paint it green and then use black ink on top of the green.
I don't know, man. You're starting to sound
We're
scary.
all scared. I'm gonna go get my step stool.
Okay, so I'm gonna talk about what Debbie wants me to do on this cute little step stool. It's an old step stool that's been lying around in her house and it's all yucky. I just cleaned it off, but it's gross. It looks like it has old latex paint on it. So we are gonna clean that up. I am gonna paint it blue iris, and then guess what I'm gonna do? I am going to put this sunflower over the blue iris on top of the step stool and make it look like the vine is growing down the leg, or up the leg, I should say. So I'm gonna do some fun things with transfers. Hopefully I can get it all done, so I'm gonna get started right now.
This is my step stool. It has kind of a cool finish on it, but I think I want to make it green so that I can put the stamps on it. Someone carved their name in it. It says Jane right here. But I'm just going to do a wash of green over it and then try stamping. But we also need to talk about...
Oh yeah. I'm gonna let you talk while I get started on the blue iris.
Delisa Dixon says Melanie uses a mask to use different colors when using stamps.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I've heard that term before.
Why would you need a mask?
Well, like you mask off certain areas, but I don't know why or how. Can someone explain what that means? Because I don't know, but I should know.
Do you have blue iris somewhere that I'm not?
Yeah. Yeah,
Maybe
blue
this is
iris.
it. Yeah, here it is. I found it.
Danielle, why don't you show them your shoes?
Oh, I got some new shoes on today, and I love them. But man, my toenails are bad. So I'm not gonna stick my foot up. So I'm gonna show you the cute shoes. Look at how cute these are. Oh my goodness. And these are on the website. Debbie just let me wear them today. I would imagine I have to keep them now because
They also come in black.
my feet.
We have a whole new section on the website just for shoes, and we have some of the cutest shoes right now. They are so stinking cute. There's these,
Show them the ones you're wearing.
and then there's these that I'm wearing.
Look at
They're
how
like
fun,
rose
and they're
gold.
super comfortable. They're not,
Yeah, look, they
it's
got
not
the-
real yarn, it just looks like yarn.
I have a pet peeve about sandals that you know how the bottom of your foot gets all sticky and it starts sticking to the leather or the pleather. That drives me nuts. So I have to have squishy foot beds. And there's Cobweb with the link.
So in other words, you're very picky when it comes to buying products.
I'm really picky with shoes and products in general, but especially shoes. Like I love shoes so much, but I only love some shoes. And I scour and scour for good shoes at good prices. Like all of our shoes are so stinking cute and so affordable, but still well made. Like I was thinking about today, I wanted to add the words affordable luxury to the website because I'm an Anthropologie, Sundance catalog, Johnny Was fan, big time. Like those are my like 3 fashion establishments that I obsess over, but they're all expensive. And I strive to find a mix of products that kind of fit in those categories, but with like 40% at least lower in price than what they're charging. So, here's my little, this thing is still dirty even though I hosed it down. You want to read some comments, Danielle?
Well, you're gonna expect me to get this project done today. Okay, so really cute. I like that they have little padding. Yes, me too. Danielle, I really like your bangs. Oh, thank you. My red hair color is starting to come out.
But it looks cute. It's pink.
Yes. A varying degree of red. A faded degree of red.
Okay, I'm gonna paint my step stool Salty Kiss. It's a beachy green. And then I am going to put the stamps on. I might just paint the outside for now for the sake of just getting to the stamping part before the show is over.
I know, we gotta hurry. This hour goes by so fast. We have so much fun with you guys. It just goes by. So, do you want to tell everybody what we were thinking about Fridays?
We were thinking every Friday, because we're kind of getting crafted out. Like, it's hard to craft every single day, especially for me. Like, what are we gonna make today? And my brain is...
Well, Finish Up Fridays has been helpful because
It
we do
has.
finish up a lot of things, but we also
And
want to bring you more
And I think we should still have finish up segments, but
Yeah. So we were brainstorming.
Oh, did you take the cutest brush?
I did. I took the cute brush.
Dang it, I wanted that brush. Okay.
Oh, here,
sorry,
I'll give it to you.
No, I'll survive.
I dunked it in blue.
I'm good.
Okay.
So we're gonna start just going live from the store every Friday and showing you all the things, showing you what we're doing. We're gonna have special things that we don't have on the website, one-of-a-kind stuff.
It'll be a much less stressful environment, though. We're not gonna make it like it was that Sunday.
Yeah. But I want to start selling like the one-of-a-kind junk items that I have at the store that we haven't listed on the website, and
That we don't plan on restocking.
right, and they're starting to open up like some of the junkin spots, so I'm gonna start junkin again and selling those items live,
So we
kind
need
of like
to
what
make
Jamie is doing on her Thursday shopping network. We're gonna do something similar. So Melissa will also be able to be part of it that way, and Ellie, and
But we're not gonna take calls for things that are on the website. We'll
Well-
only take calls and orders for things that
we'll
are...
see how it goes, because if people call and they want to order something, I'm not gonna say no and
Well,
hang
I
up on
wouldn't,
them.
yeah, I don't wanna say no, but either, but I was just thinking it might be easier for them too if they just ordered on the website,
Yeah.
but then if they wanted a particular item that we show,
But I love the taking the calls live aspect of it. I like
Yeah.
talking to you guys, and I know it gets a little hectic, but it also makes it kind of exciting, so.
yeah.
So yeah, we'll see how it goes. You know, with everything we do, it's like, oh, that didn't work as good as we thought. Let's change it a little bit. Like
Yeah.
that's what we do, right?
Yes.
So.
And we don't wanna tell you no, but we
But
wanna...
my sister hates chaos, and I kind of like it a little bit. So after the last live we did, when it was so chaotic and the phones rang nonstop, I was like, oh my God, you guys, how exciting was that? The phones never stopped ringing. Everybody was so excited. We got to talk to everybody. And my sister, she's like, okay, next time we need to totally revamp this. We need to do this different. We need to not answer the phone at all. This was just too crazy. And I'm like, no. So I think we kind of balance each other out.
Yeah. I'm like, how can we make this more smooth?
And I'm like, it was a party. I have a story to tell you, Danielle. I haven't even told you about it. Yes.
Oh.
Yet. So last night, after we finished here, I went back to the store to help Melissa pack boxes, and we're just packing up orders. And the street that my store is on is normally super busy, but it's all shut down right now because of the situation. So we have our windows and our doors open, and we hear this really loud music, and I'm like, are they having a party across the street? Like, you know, anytime I hear like people and laughter, I'm like, yay, people are starting to, you know, get back to normal. And it just sounded like a bunch of kids, and I was just like, oh, it could be kids messing around, somebody could be having a party, I don't know, I don't care, I'm just gonna work. And then we just went back to working, and then all of a sudden I hear this giant crack, and then I heard this big crash, and then Melissa's like, run outside, get your phone, take the video, quick, they're getting away with it. And I'm like, getting away with what? And I run out there, and we have this huge statue across the street. You know the statue of the lady playing tennis?
Yes.
Well, these kids were playing across the street, and that's what the music was coming from. And I guess they were jumping on it or something, but the whole thing fell over. And then they just took off down the street. And so Melissa's like, you know, call somebody. They just vandalized. So,
oh my goodness.
like it was a giant, it's a giant statue. It's like twice, 3 times the size of me. And it's been across the street forever.
I've seen it.
And all the merchants on Cedros, you know, we have like a merchants association. So we organized and asked an artist to make that. And that's like a group effort, you know, as far as the community paying for it and the merchants paying for it. So I was, you know, I was kind of sad that the statue fell over and broke. So I called the sheriff's department.
Did you videotape?
I videotaped the kids.
You got them?
Yeah, but only the backs of them as they were running down the street.
Oh wow, okay.
And then I called the sheriff's department, and the sheriff comes out, and he goes in and he looks at the statue, and he showed me it was like totally rotted out, so it looked like it was just waiting to fall over. So we don't think that they did it on purpose. We just think that they were kids.
And they got scared because
And they just like, oh my gosh, we ruined the statue, and
yeah.
it was like waiting, and it has been up there for a long time. Like the wood base was all wood rotted, and so the lady was due to fall over anytime.
Well, I mean, the kids, maybe they learned a lesson anyway, you know, not to play on, you know, things like that.
Maybe. But I was talking to the sheriff, and he's like, how's your business doing, you know? And I was telling him that we're doing okay because of all the online orders, and everybody has been able to stay working, and you know, my community online really supports, and I've been able to keep everybody hired and even hire more people. And he's like, that's awesome. That's what we're hearing from a lot of people who have switched to online. And I said, you know, how's it going for you? What's it like to, you know, to be a sheriff right now? And he said that in some ways it's gotten slower, less crime, and in other ways it's gotten busier. And he was telling me that, you know, he was sad because there are people reporting each other for not wearing a mask. And he said, you know, we just got this weekend, we had a call from someone who was concerned because someone was having a party, and so we were called out to investigate the party. And he's like, it was all family, and one of their family members was getting ready to leave and go out of state, and they were having a goodbye party for their family member. But the neighbors called the sheriff, and he's like, that's, you know, what makes me sad is that, you know, unnecessary phone calls or things like that.
Yeah, that is really sad. I mean,
that is. So
it reminds me of the Holocaust days. Sad.
Yeah. But anyway, he seemed like a really nice guy. Both the sheriffs were very nice, and they came out right away, and they seemed very compassionate and took the time to ask us how our business was doing. So that's good.
Okay, so hi Dion. Dion's here.
Hey Dion.
And I'm using your favorite color.
Yeah, we're using Dion's favorite color.
Blue iris. And I'm going over, what do you think, what kind of paint is on this? Like, was it an old latex paint?
Yeah, it's really shiny, so you're probably gonna have to do 2 coats.
That's what I can
Because
tell.
you can
It's
see how
because-
the first coat is kind of streaky.
Yeah, very streaky. So this is a really good illustration of, you know, using DIY paint over latex paint. The brush strokes are really obvious in the beginning, but I'm just going to give it kind of I'm going to slap on a very fast coat and not worry about those brush strokes. And then I'm going to let it dry, and then I'll go over it again. But
Gavin's here,
hello, Gavin.
and inspired by Ebony Love. Hi, can I paint my wooden stool with plain acrylic craft paint, or do I need to get an interior paint from Home Depot or something? Outdoor stool.
Outdoor stool. That might need outdoor paint or an outdoor sealer.
Probably an outdoor sealer more than anything else.
Because DIY paint, I put DIY paint on my lawn chairs, on my picnic table. I painted everything with DIY, Debbie's paint. But I just seal it with an outdoor sealer.
Yeah, but I mean, even like outdoor furniture, you know, if you're gonna get a lot of weather, it's a good idea to put it in your garage or bring it inside, because nothing is like totally weatherproof.
Right.
Unless you're gonna like put a marine-based, oil-based coating on it like you would for a boat. But as far as what kind of paint, I don't know. I haven't used other paints in a really long time, so all paints are very, very different. And craft paints vary, chalk paints vary. You know, when you say the words chalk paint, you're talking about 20, 60 different brands, and they all have vastly different ingredients. So, you know, I really don't know. I would find one that you really like, and then I would focus on a sealer that is very strong for outside. All right, this is Salty Kiss. I'm not gonna paint the inside, and I did like a very light coat. My piece is totally different than Danielle's. It was a rough, dry finish on the furniture, so mine is not streaky at all, and I could just do a quick watered down coat and it looks really pretty. Where my sister's is shiny and slick, and so you get a totally different look. Can you guys see me? I feel like my head's cut off. Hold on. So when my sister comes out, I am going to dry this, and then I'm going to attempt to stamp with black ink, because that seemed to be what worked last time. And I'm going to put the Franz stamp over the top. And Danielle is going to have to put 2 coats on hers, because she is painting over what looked like a latex finish. Let's see. Thank you, Cobweb, for the link. Looks like a cute pair of breeches, Dreaming Cat Studio. I know. I love this little step stool. It was definitely handmade by somebody. And right here, someone carved the name Jane into the top, which is also super cute. I love things that come with a history. Dion says, I know how smart you are, Gavin. Let's see. Heidi Carver is from North Florida. Should untreated pine that will be outdoors need to be primed before DIY paint? Untreated wood is going to soak up a lot of paint. So a primer will help, but it's not totally necessary. I have painted unfinished wood with DIY paint before. If it's going to be outside, it's the sealer that you want to make sure is a good outdoor sealer. And DIY sealers are really strong, but they're not made specifically for outdoors, because when you get into the outdoor sealer realm, you have to use strong chemicals, which we don't like to use. Debbie ordered her bees yesterday. Awesome. Yeah, we saw a lot of bees fly out the door yesterday. I don't even know. We sold pretty much all the bees. I don't know if there's any bees left. Let me look and see if there's bees. Do we have bees?
It's funny how an item like that is just
I know, those bees, man, they're
so
super
popular. Well, you really did a beautiful illustration with that cuff of what can be done with that bee.
Believe me, those bees are good.
Believe me. All right, so I hit it with the hair dryer so that I could do my second coat quickly. So I'm gonna go round 2 here.
We sold out of the bees again.
You sold out of the bees again?
You guys are just swarming in on those bees, man. I hope everybody who wanted the bees got the bees, because that's the second time they've sold out, and I had so many bees up, there was a whole hive. But I didn't see one person like taking all the bees, like.
You didn't see one order with like 20
No,
bees?
there were like the bees were evenly distributed, which made me
Okay.
happy. Like there was like orders for 5 or 6 bees.
Yeah.
But not the whole hive.
Good, good. Good, you guys were very polite.
Yes.
Of course.
All right, I'm gonna go dry this.
Okay. So, have you answered questions? I don't want to repeat it.
I answered the one about painting on unfinished pine.
Okay. Dreaming Cat Studio. This is Blue Iris. I'm painting the stool with Blue Iris. And I went over the stool. It had old latex paint on it. So I had to give it 2 coats because the first coat was very slick and it showed all my brush strokes. So now I'm going over it with a second coat, and now it's going on beautifully. Let's see, what else? I don't want to miss anything. Galaxy. What are you asking, Gavin? Are you going to do a Galaxy paint furniture? I'll have to ask her, but I'm not sure I know what. Maybe she knows what you mean. Maybe you're being funny and I don't get it. So what do you guys think of us doing every Friday? Well, see, we started talking about that because I heard a rumor that I might be able to open up doing hair again in June, somewhere between June 1st and June 15th. I don't know. I'm still waiting to confirm the rumor. But we were talking about over the next couple weeks doing, meeting on Fridays down at the store and doing more of those, call it, just walking around and showing you guys what we have, that we don't plan on restocking. We have some beautiful one-of-a-kind items at the store that we can't restock, but we want to move inventory. So we tried to, do that with that Sunday Live, and it just got crazy. So I think it'll be good because then we can show you some awesome stuff.
Did you see in the Facebook group the girl who made a bunch of the paper clay bowls, and she used She used these stamps.
I saw those.
That was one of the things that I was like, oh, I gotta use those stamps once I saw it. Who was that?
I don't know, but that was beautiful.
Pablo, do you know who that was that did those beautiful paper bowls? They're in our Facebook group. If you are not part of the Facebook group, you should totally check it out. Okay,
Very,
so
very pretty.
you gotta peel off the thing, and then you have to prime the stamps with the sandpaper when they're brand new.
JC wants to know, how do I order clay and decrepit and brush together in one shipment, or can I?
You can order clay, and you can order clay in one shipment, and then the decrepit dust and the brush will have to be on another shipment because we have two websites. So all of our paint products are shipped out of state in our warehouse. So that's why you have to go to DIYpaint.co for brushes and for paint products. The clay, the IOD, the hats, everything else, all the other hundreds and hundreds of miscellaneous things that we have on DIY A Go-Go, those are all shipped from Solana Beach. So that's why we have two websites, because they're shipped from two different places, and it just gets really confusing to try and combine them all, because people will get half their order and go, what happened to the rest of it? And we get like hundreds of emails every day from people saying, I'm missing 25 things, and like, no, you're not.
Yeah, so it's actually much easier to keep paint and brushes on.
Yeah, for bookkeeping purposes as well. So, and our warehouse gets really upset if they have to filter through all these other things that they're not shipping. So just to simplify things, we have two separate websites. Okay.
Okay, I'm getting blue iris all over me because the legs are tricky.
Uh-oh.
I gotta get my arm through there to get all the little spots.
All right, I'm gonna start with this, and I wanna see if I can stamp it like growing up the thing, up the step stool.
Oh, Gavin asked you something. I forgot what it was now. Something about a galaxy.
A galaxy?
Yeah.
In a galaxy far, far
He
away?
wanted to know if you were gonna put a galaxy or something on there. But I didn't understand the question.
I don't even know what color ink this is.
Yeah.
Oh, it's black, I think. Yep.
Danielle, I hate painting chairs and stools for that reason. Yeah. Now I know why Debbie gives me these projects.
What? I was not doing that on purpose. I just
No.
thought you would love the sunflower,
Yeah.
and I didn't want to give you stamps because,
Because I would make a mess of it.
well, no, I just didn't know if you would freak out like me. Okay, so I don't know if you guys saw that, but the way Jamie Ray showed me to do it is to actually put the stamp pad on top of the stamp, like this.
You mean you asked Jamie about it?
Well, when I was in Utah.
Oh, I thought maybe you called her.
She gave me a stamping lesson. Can you guys see? Oh, they can't see up here. Okay, so I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna attempt to do an advanced technique, even though I stink at stamping. I'm gonna try it anyway. You're supposed to tickle it harder when you're trying to bend it around a surface, but oh well. Here's the other thing. I thought it would be good to do a small project, because if I mess this up, like, it doesn't take much to just paint over it, as opposed to like a big dresser. So we'll see. Oh, it doesn't look too bad. Look at that.
Oh. Love it.
See how it goes around the edge like that? It looks not bad. So I'm gonna move the camera so you can see lower for a minute. And I'm gonna try and like do a little thing. What are they saying, Danielle?
I'm reading.
Oh, wait, I'm doing it wrong again. You're supposed to put
There.
the ink onto the stamp. It's so counterintuitive, but it does work better, at least for me.
So Sandy Honeycutt is the one that did the paper bowls.
Sandy, those bowls are freaking gorgeous.
I don't know if she's here with us today, but Becky Het is the one who told us.
All right, I am gonna lay this on its side because I feel like it will be, oh, now you really can't see it though. Let's see, there. I feel like it will be better. Now I need a step stool. And we're painting on them. Hold on.
She needs a step stool. She's used them all. She's painting them all.
I feel like you can never have too many step stools in your life, in your house, no matter how small your house is, because you need them all over the place.
I know. And it's hard to go and get one, right? Constantly, so.
Right. Okay, can you guys see this? Hopefully the ink hasn't dried because I just walked away and everything, but we'll see.
Yeah, I think you have to do it while the inking is wet.
I could have just messed it up because I waited too long to put the stamp down. But we'll find out. And you're supposed to tickle it. I feel like tickling doesn't do anything, but that's what
I think
everybody
you should
says.
just press on it real
Oh,
even.
that actually turned out good. Can you see it? Look at that.
Yay.
It's good. All right.
Okay, so you got it down with one ink color. Now what do we do if we want multiple colors?
Just settle down. That's what we do.
She's like, don't. I gotta take it one at a time.
I'm so happy. You know what I really want to do is I want to get a shower curtain, like a cloth shower curtain or some cloth curtains, and I want to stamp these leaves on them. I think that would be so pretty.
Yay, the stamp looks beautiful, Debbie.
Thank you.
Cobwebs, Michelle Cook, you have plenty of open time with the ink, Debbie. Oh, well, that's good to know.
Yeah, I think it's the paint that dries.
Keep calm and stamp on. Do you not have the sampler brush in stock? Shelby is asking.
We are out of stock on the sampler brush.
So when do you think you'll get those?
They come from Italy, and Italy was closed down, as you know, so we are hoping that we'll have them in about a month, but as soon as we do have them, we will let you know.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that I didn't know that was the issue.
Yeah, I mean, our factory is back in production now, but they were closed down for a long time,
Okay.
so that's why.
I wonder if any of the other retailers have any in stock. Is there a way to find out?
Yeah, that you could go to the Find a Retailer tab and then reach out to your local retailer and see if they have any in stock, because I'm sure there's a few out there.
Yeah.
We have some at our store for local pickup, but we are not shipping those, that we're just keeping those for the locals.
Maybe Jamie Ray has some too.
Jamie probably has some. If anybody does, I would think she would.
Yeah. But yeah, look up your local retailer, and if anybody has some that.
Oh, look! It looks pretty. Can you see it? I feel like I should do the top because that's where people will see more. Okay, you can't see me, but you can see my hands, so I'm just gonna continue with this camera angle.
Okay, well, while you do that, I'm gonna try to flash this dry so I can get a transfer put on it before we close up.
My thing is all wobbly. Why?
Okay. All right. I'm getting blue all over me. Here we go.
You're gonna go dry it?
I'm gonna try to get it dry. So
I feel like I need more ink for my stamp. get nervous when she leaves because then I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to talk and work at the same time. And this needs more ink. I can feel it. All right, let me see what you guys are saying. Can you see me? Oh yeah, you can see me. I painted each color of DIY paint on the back that I own. I still have a few to go. Lolly Lolly. I don't know what you painted, Lolly, but that sounds cool. Thank you, Lulu. Cobweb put a link to the sample brush. Debbie talked to Mara LaFay about stamping. She does it a lot and she's gotten good at it, says Nancy Schmeismer. Okay, I will call Mara. We're good friends, so I will call her. And Cheryl Cervantes says she just got the peacock kimono, and it looks so good with the turquoise heart and spoon necklaces. You're stoked? That's awesome, Cheryl. I love that peacock kimono. That's one of my most favorite things on the website. It's so pretty. The embroidery is just gorgeous. And Christy has a question. I want to use the kindest regards on that phone case I've been droning about. But I want to use resin. Is that possible, or should I just give up? I have thought about that too, Christy, because the resin is stronger, and I was like, is there a way to stamp into resin? Not that I know of, but if anybody knows, let us know in the comments. What you could try is like a polymer clay instead of the paper clay, because that, you can bake that and you can stamp into that. So I would try that before I tried resin, because polymer clay is stronger than paper clay. But I don't know about trying to stamp into resin. I don't think that would work, but who knows? I could be wrong. Nancy ordered the new heart necklace yesterday. They are so pretty. Robert, I don't really create canvas art. I would like to try, but so far my attempts have been poo-poo, so I haven't done any more. I get discouraged. Do I use a ring light? Asked Tuganique. I use a ring light sometimes, not right now, not usually when I shoot my edited videos either. I use a ring light if I have to do like a Facebook Live and the sun has gone down. That's when I tend to use it. Dry resin. I don't know what dry resin is. And I don't know if you could stamp into, you definitely can't stamp into wet resin, but maybe if you pulled the resin out of the mold right before it's totally dry and then you tried to stamp in it, it would be a good experiment. But I don't know. I've thought about that myself, but I don't know the answer. It would just be one of those experimental things. I'm trying to find more ink. Okay, I'm gonna put more ink in I'm gonna take my sister's spot because you can't see me over there.
Oh my gosh, get me out of here, it's too hot.
I know, it got really hot in there, huh?
I got it kind of dry, but not fully dry.
We sell these ink pads on the website. They're from IOD and they come blank, and then you have one ink pad for every color, and you ink it up. So ink it up.
Okay, let me
So
catch up.
you just do it the opposite of the way you think you would do it, and you just go like this, but you want a surface because see all the ink spilling over the side. And then you want to put the lid on so your ink doesn't dry, but you also want to stamp really quick. So I am going to this. I'm going to do the tickling thing again and try and push it down into that little...
Teganique wants to know if we use a ring light.
I answered already.
Not for the afternoon.
Yeah, there's so much natural light in this loft that we don't really need it.
Did you answer Christy's question about kindest regards?
Yep.
Okay. All right, I don't want to repeat anything. Okay, so now I'm going to,
Feeling confident about my
it's looking good.
leaves.
Yeah, I like it. All right, so Debbie, do you recommend that I seal it before I transfer it, or shall I try to transfer and then?
No, you wanna seal it. So I would put the liquid patina on it.
Okay. I probably am not going to get to the transfer today.
Oh gosh.
I know. Well,
What
I
have you
mean,
been doing?
I've been painting 2 layers and it's still wet. And I've been flash drying it in the hot bathroom, sweating.
How did Zeb and Jamie get it done so fast?
I don't know. Zeb and Jamie, maybe it's because they're a team working on one project.
No, they do separate projects.
They do?
Yeah.
Well, they're experts.
What?
I'm not an expert. You are.
No, I'm not. I'm just trying like everybody else.
All right, so I gotta look for some liquid patina.
I'm tickling. Look at it. It looks good.
I like it. I like it.
All right, I'm getting bored with this.
Oh. Oh, this is hysterical. Debbie gets bored so fast.
I like when I'm like, okay, I know how to do it. What else can I do?
Yeah.
I do want to show you guys before this is over. Remember yesterday I did the paper clay and I tried to make it look like turquoise by pushing little bits into the mold. So I want to paint this and then show you how you can make it ultimately look like this, because I didn't do that on camera. Whoa. Whoa!
I hit my head.
So let me do that, because, you know, it just wouldn't be the Debbie show if I wasn't just doing all these random things at one time.
Where is your liquid patina? I have searched
It's
high and
right,
low.
it's right under your nose.
Oh,
Stuff
it is?
right here.
Okay.
Okay, I'm also on her side of the table now. So I'm gonna take Old 57 and I'm just gonna apply the paint. I remember I tried working the paint into the clay yesterday. It took a lot of paint and it didn't really saturate it as much as I'd like. But that's all right. You learn, you live and you learn.
Thank you, Lisa, for your compliments on my hair. Very nice.
I think you should dye it like a cotton candy pink.
I don't like pink. I like this kind of pink, but I don't like pink.
But what about like just a bright pink for
Oh.
what? For just fun.
Michelle Cook says, Debbie, has Danielle cut your hair? It looks so good.
Yeah, she cut it like a week ago. But I'm already feeling like I need another haircut.
Oh my gosh, she works me to the bone.
Sometimes my hair just grows really fast.
I know, she does. She's healthy with keto. I need another
My hair just grows like weeds, man.
Okay, so I don't want to dip the paintbrush in the patina. Is there another?
Why not? Okay, I'm gonna spray this just to get the paint to move around on the clay surface.
Don't you say you don't want to contaminate the patina?
Don't worry about it. It's what you're supposed to tell people to do, but you don't have to actually do it yourself. Okay. So this is wet. I'm gonna hit it with the hair dryer and then I'm gonna work that decrepit dust in so you can see the actual process of getting it to look like this. So I'll be right back. But Danielle, you better talk to people.
Okay, I will. I'm coming. I'm washing my paintbrush because it had a lot of glue on it and I didn't want to dunk the glue.
Is the green footstool finished, says Susan Norton. Danielle, do you want to answer that for me?
It is not finished yet, but Debbie got bored with stamping. So she was determined. She was determined to get stamping down. I don't know how to get in the photo or in the camera. So she was determined to get the stamping down, so she did it, and she kind of mastered it a little bit better than she did yesterday or the day before. And then once she got it, she's like, I'm bored. So now she's working on another project. Sandra, what is a good tint for product for gray hair? Well, I use a professional line. It's from Italy. It's called Dixon, and that is my favorite. It covers gray really, really well, but you need a hairdresser to buy it and put it on you. You can't buy it over the counter.
Okay, I've dried my paint. Now I'm going to add the wax and the decrepit dust. I feel like I'm just infringing on your whole section over here.
It's all right. You could take your green bench down.
Yeah, I could. I'm going to put it back up. I'm not done with the bench. I just wanted, I remembered that I promised that I would show you guys this yesterday. So if you remember, I pushed the clay into the mold in chunks to create all those cracks so it would look like turquoise. And now I am going to put my clear wax over the top so that the decrepit dust has something to stick to. So now the wax is on. You can see the color's deeper. And now I'm gonna, you guys can't see, can you? Can you see?
Okay.
Right there. Here. Now I'm gonna sprinkle the dust. The dust looks like a little jar of dirt. I'm gonna sprinkle it pretty generously because I really want to work it in there.
Are you gonna order more bees, Debbie?
I already ordered more bees. They take a while. They fly from like Africa or something. So they're on their way. They're buzzing on over.
Deb is talking, but Danielle's mouth is moving.
Can't see me? Okay, so you want it to look really dirty and disgusting to get all the dust worked down into all the creviciness. So you see how I'm doing this?
Okay, so I'm only gonna seal the one leg and the top.
Yeah, that makes sense because you want to get that transfer on.
Right, I want to get the transfer on.
Okay, so now it's all dirty, and now I'm gonna wipe it.
And then I'll seal the rest of it later, but I want to get the transfer on.
If you go watch yesterday's video, you'll see how I made the mold with the cracks. But now I'm gonna wipe off the top and leave just the dirt in the crevices.
Let's see.
And it's looking pretty beautiful. And that is how you get that turquoise look. Now I'm gonna let this dry and then I'm gonna come back and buff it in a couple of hours. And then you get the really bright, shiny, I don't know if you can tell the difference. And then what I did was I edged it with our copper patina, and I did do it to the back too. And I put a little bail on it as a necklace. But I love these, and I think they would be really fun. Like I was telling Danielle with these shoes, like you could do a little jewelry charm that you could just put the jewelry bezel, these little veils, what are they called?
Well, they make clips for shoes.
They do?
Yeah, they do. Michael sells them where there's like a glue-on side and then a clip.
Oh.
So it's just a clip.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, kind of like a clip-on earring.
But you could put like a little jewelry bail and then stitch it to your shoe, and then if you get bored with it, then you could just unstitch the little threads and you could have a situation like this. But I would use resin. This is clay, so I would use resin if you're going to do that on your shoe. All right, so back to the step stool. I just love the way this looks. Isn't that so pretty?
Yeah, I like that too. That's very cool.
Yes.
Debbie, you could use cowgirl coral on the heart with the same process. Yes.
Oh, yeah, because there is like that other color of turquoise, isn't there?
And then, let's see. Somebody said, Nancy says, I found a silicone pot holder that works great to make a perfect honeycomb design in the clay. Oh, wow.
A silicone pot holder. Ooh, will you post a picture of that, Nancy? In our group?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay.
Michelle Cook wants to know, can you pierce a hole through resin while it's curing?
I would think you could, because I did those in the mermaid nightstand video. I put the little screw backs into the back of the resin while it was still setting up. So I would think that there would be some kind
It
of
might
way.
stick and hold. Well, you could try toothpicks and then pull them out before it gets super dry.
Mm-hmm. But the better thing to do would be to use these
Drill bits?
we'll use these little jewelry bails.
Oh, I see.
And I have a bunch of these. I could put some of them on the website if you guys are interested. Let me know in the comments. But they're great for attaching things that you can't or don't want to put holes into.
Okay, well, I'm waiting for this to dry. I don't think I can flash the blow dryer on liquid patina, can I?
You can. Yeah, I think you can.
Think I can?
Yeah.
It's 3 o'clock.
So, oh man, Danielle, you didn't even do it.
Hey, did y'all witness I tried? I had 2 layers I had to do. Like, look how wet this is. It's very wet. I can't put a transfer on that yet. So I may have to finish up.
When this finish up Friday,
Finish up.
we're gonna be at the store on Friday.
Finish up Sunday. And
Finish
show
up
you
Sunday.
Monday. I don't know. Let's see. I will finish it, and then I'll show you guys So when the liquid patina dries, I'm gonna put this. Look at already. You can see how beautiful that's gonna look. On the
Blue
top.
iris looks so good with the yellow
With the yellow.
sunflowers. Oh my gosh, so pretty.
And then I will. Where's? Oh, here it is.
Well, maybe we'll do finish up Thursdays
Something
and
like that.
Freaky Store Fantastic Fridays. I don't know.
Yeah. Fantastic flea market Friday at the store.
Yeah. I have a
Um,
leather cuff that you want to embellish, Michelle Cook says. Yeah, I would think that you could use the jewelry bezel or try the holes. I don't know.
And Nancy says, stools and chairs are time consuming to paint, so cut her some slack.
I know, I'm just kidding. But I wanted to do some furniture because I felt like we have crafted a lot. There's the other stamp. All right, yeah, I'm gonna have to finish up mine too. So
Sandra says, Debbie always smiles really big when I get disgruntled. Debbie loves to get me all disgruntled. She giggles and plays with lighting a fire under me. One of these days you're gonna have to tell the story about keeping me bound to the chair.
no.
Okay.
Susan Norton wants you to hold up the sunflower.
Okay. So this is from the, what transfers are these?
That's Botanist Journal.
The Botanist Journal. It's a giant sunflower, and it's gonna, I mean, I could put it in the center, but I'm gonna kind of offset it and have it look like it's growing up the leg.
Yes, that will look so good. Shaylin Baucom says, Debbie, do you have wax brushes in the store? I didn't see any on your website. We do have brushes in the store for local pickup. We haven't added them to the website yet. It totally slipped my mind to do that. But you could try calling the store and leaving a message. We don't usually answer because we are so busy packing those boxes, and a lot of people call to ask us how to paint their kitchen cabinets, and we can't talk about that right now. So that's like, I've instructed Melissa and Ellie not to answer the phone because I came in one day and they're like, we spent 3 hours on the phone. I'm like, doing what? So yeah, so you could call the store and just leave a message or email us or
come by.
Yeah, or you could just come by and we could ring you up on the spot and just bring it out to the curb for you. But we are there at the store Monday through Friday, 11 to 5 for sure. Often we're there later, but those are like the set hours. And then we have not been there on the weekends, or we're there sporadically. So that would be your best bet. But you can count on us being there Monday through Friday, 11 to 5. And if you want to place an order for paint online, we can add whatever brushes we have in stock when you go to pick that up. And Cobweb posted the headquarters phone number.
Okay.
You're more than welcome, Shaylin. The retailers are awesome, lolly lolly. Gavin says, Danielle, I have 2 stools. I want to do stands for plants for my mom's garden, but yours for inside or out. I want to have molds to go up on it. That's awesome, Gavin.
Yeah, so if it's outside, then just put like an outdoor sealer on it. But yeah, that sounds like a really great idea. Plant stands.
Cheryl says, Debbie, I emailed you about my ring blank orders, but no reply yet. When did you email, Cheryl? Because I usually check the email once a day, and I don't recall an email about ring blanks, but I have not checked the email yet today. What I am finding, here's another thing, is people get really confused because we have 2 websites. We have DIYpaint.co for all the paint, if you want the paint shipped.
And the brushes.
And the brushes. And then we have DIY a Go-Go for everything else.
Clothes,
and
shoes,
a lot of
craft
times,
supplies.
but they're kind of linked together. So people will go on to DIY a Go-Go, and then they'll hit the button for paint, and then they'll end up on the other website, and they'll send me an email through the other website, and that email doesn't get answered as fast because there are hundreds of emails going through that website for paint. And I will get emails on that website regarding things for the other website, and I'll be like, what? Why are they emailing me?
So if you're emailing about a product,
go to the DIY a Go-Go email, and you'll get a quicker answer. I answer all of them, or I should say my team answers all of them, but yeah, I see a lot of crossover with the emails. So Cheryl, I haven't seen your email yet, but if you just recently emailed, it usually takes me 24 hours to respond.
okay.
Okay. Vintage Sin is on the troll patrol.
Yeah. All right, so we will see you tomorrow, Wednesday, 2 o'clock, and
Or what do we call Wednesdays? Wacky Wednesday?
Wacky Wednesdays. Maybe
We'll do something wacky.
Yeah, maybe we'll do something. I don't know. We're trying to get creative, and our brains are fried up.
Your project looks so creative, Danielle. Oh my gosh, I can't even believe how creative it is.
Hey, it was just getting it painted today. I should have gotten this painted like ahead of time, and then I could have done.
I know. If we were thinking ahead, we would have done that.
All right. Well,
But, yeah.
we'll see you tomorrow at 2 o'clock.
Yeah, and as a refresher, you can get the leaf stamps on DIY a Go-Go. You can get the new shoes. We have a whole new shoe section on DIY a Go-Go with like a whole bunch of cute shoes. The heart necklaces, I think we still have a few. We sold most of them, but the transfers, the clay, and almost everything except for the paint. So we'll see you mañana.
All right.
Thank you. Have a great rest of your day. We love you.